I mean, yeah, the first 2 years were tough because I had to sit and watch and I wanted to play, but now it's time for me to kind of step up and kind of prove why they picked me. And, I think it's just time for me to step into my role.
You and Jakob have shared a similar journey. How nice is it to have him to kind of bounce things off of and go through this together?
Well, I think it's more so nice for him to have me because I already did a year. And I already had most of these guys are already my friends, so yeah. But I think it's good to have a familiar face, and also when you come back to Utah, have somebody share some love with you.
But when the deal was made with Corey Joseph, at that point you kind of knowing like, okay, this is probably going to be my time a little bit more? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. I was coming into this year as I wasn't trying to be the third guard either way. So when it happened, I just kind of like, it's time to get ready, prepare for it.
How have you managed to stay patient throughout this process and finally get to the point where you want to be and get enough playing time?
I had to do some time in the D-League my first year, and then last year when I was coming back from my surgery, I did a couple games. So, I just had good people around me telling me to stay patient and just keep working, and when your time comes, be ready for it.
Is there anything different you did in this offseason?
Yeah, a lot different. This is my first off season that I had to just get ready for a season. My first year I was going through the draft, and last year I was hurt. So this was, I was able to prepare more and kind of get ready.
Delon, putting the homecoming side, how do you guys wipe out last night and try to finish this road trip on a positive note?
Yeah, you just have to forget about it. It was just one of those games. You're gonna have some of those games in the year, and I just think that that was one of those days where we just didn't come out with any effort. And, we just have to forget about it and bring it tomorrow.
Not an easy one though, obviously, with the guys are playing, and what do you got to do against them then to try and get that win?
Yeah, I feel like they're 5-0 at home, so. We just have to play our game. I feel like, bring that energy first and try to steal one on their home court.
You guys have a lot of international guys on your team. Which player did you have the hardest time figuring out how to pronounce his name?
Probably OG. I still haven't said his name out loud, so his is probably the hardest right now. And Jakob at first, I was calling him Jacob and Perdo and all type of stuff. So those two are probably the hardest.
You're on the pronunciation guide as well. Do people mispronounce your first name? Or
yeah. They call me Dylan or Delon, stuff like that. So it's all right. I've been used to it since I was younger.
They always say once a Ute, always a Ute. You guys are taking part in an event tonight, right?
Yeah.
Giving back to charity. Why are you still so heavily involved in the place where you played basketball in your college career?
I love it here. This is like my second home outside of Los Angeles and Toronto. So I just always try to come back and stay relevant in the community, and I always tell everybody that once I'm done playing, I want to live here, have a house here. So I just want to stay in the community.
Are you still close with Coach Ken?
Yeah. I talk to all of them. They still text me. I text them. And happy birthdays, all that.
What's that like having JD? What's his even role here? How did that come about? And what's it like?
Yeah, so like last year when I was coming back from injury, he was in Toronto with me, working me out, and this year they brought him along with us, and he's kind of like a skill developer. And, he does a great job at it. He studies everybody's game, and he reads a lot and does all the little things.